I'm In with the ARCC is brought to you by StoredTech, your technology, our passion. And now, here's your host for I'm In with the ARCC, Amanda Blanton.
Welcome to I'm In with the ARCC. Thanks for joining us today. I am your host, Amanda Blanton, Vice President, Marketing and Communications for the Adirondack Regional Chamber of Commerce. And today my guests are Tammy Creeden, she's a realtor with Howard Hanna, and Maureen Ginter Grabowski, Branch Manager of Quintessential Mortgage Group in Glens Falls. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Thanks.
Happy
Thanks
to have you. Yeah. This might sound a little nerdy, but I do get kind of excited when I get people in here that are in real estate and mortgages and lending, because it's such a dynamic field, right? It's always kind of changing and evolving.
Always.
So I never have the same interview twice, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is exciting. So I would love for each of you to tell us a little bit about yourselves, because, you know, I know you've been doing these jobs, these roles for quite a few years. You've probably seen it all.
Well, probably not all of it, but I've seen
Not yet. Yeah. So Tammy, we'll start with you. You know, like, when did you get in the biz and why and all that fun stuff?
Well, I've been doing it for 23 years.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was in the hospitality service,
Okay.
bartending and waitressing, and it was customer service. And you get to a point in your life that, okay, I don't want to be doing this hard work, and you want flexibility.
Absolutely.
So that's when I decided that I needed a career change. And at 37 years old, you kind of look at your life going, okay, what do I do now?
What are my options?
And I thought being customer service is what I loved, and I always loved looking at homes. I loved the dynamic of it, learning about them. You know, my dad was a contractor, you know, he built homes, so I was always involved in that industry.
Sure.
So when I decided to do it, I stepped out and got my license and changed my life.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was a great thing to do.
Sure.
For a career.
Yeah.
That you don't have to go back to school and do all that. So
right.
It was probably the best moves I've ever made in my life.
That's great. I feel like a lot of realtors that I've come across, it's always been a second career for them. You know, they kind of did something else. Maybe it was corporate, maybe, you know, whatever. Maybe they were a business owner and they were just like, I don't want to do this anymore. So it's nice to know that it's a viable option.
Absolutely.
You know, it doesn't matter how young or old you may be or how you feel.
A lot of people retire and do it after that.
That's a great point too.
We've seen a lot of people in our office that have been retirees and want to continue working, but want the flexibility.
Absolutely. And then for some, it's even like a side hustle, which good for you, because I don't know how you do it. You know, they're like, I think I recently met someone who is, you know, her day job is a realtor, but then her evening job is a DJ. Yeah. And I'm like, when do you sleep? She goes, I'm taking calls all the time when I'm at gigs. I'm like, oh my God, it's too much. My brain can't switch like that. So good for her. But yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks. Well, thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. And how about you, Maureen? When did you get in the biz and why?
So kind of around the same age, honestly. At the age of like 36, I started in the industry, so 25 years, and I was actually in title insurance since the age of 17. I started doing title searching in the county clerk's office at 17, and then I went into being a title insurance rep, and my clients were actually loan officers. I would go after loan officers and go direct and kind of go around the attorneys, which I wouldn't do these days, but I did then. And one of them said, hey, why don't you try mortgages? I was getting kind of tired of the not being with, you know, people facing. Yeah. So I was more with attorneys and, you know, kind of loan officers like me. So I really wanted more people facing. So they said, why don't you try? I'm like, all right, give it a shot.
Yeah. You know, Maureen, I've known you for quite a few years, and I can never picture you behind a desk. Right?
All the time now. I agree with that. It's just the flexibility of, you know, just the industry and being a broker and bringing mortgages. It's just, it's fun. I love it.
Yeah. You know, I think you have to be a people person, right?
Yeah, very much so.
You are working with people from all walks of life at all different stages, too, you know? I mean, we all probably have heard stories from our parents that, like, they lived, to me, a very simple life because it was all structured for them. Yeah. You graduated high school. You probably married your high school sweetheart. Maybe you went to school. Maybe you jumped right in the workforce. You bought a house. You got the dog. You got the kids. And that was it, right? Yeah. Well, things have changed.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
it's not as easy as it used to be.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s and I'm still not a homeowner. That is a dream of mine one day, and we will get into the market in a little bit. But, you do have first-time home buyers that could be in their 40s or 50s.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Average now is 35.
There you go. Or you have 20-something-year-olds who are really ambitious.
Yes.
And are on their second
Yes.
home or
Yeah.
third home. Maybe they're getting into property management.
Right.
So it's all over the place.
It really is. I can't imagine in my 20s owning a home. Can
No.
you?
Well,
I mean,
you did.
You did,
back
but you
then.
got married.
Yeah,
But, I
yeah.
mean, I didn't own a home until my 30s myself.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. Everyone's path is different,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's a maturity thing, sometimes it's a money thing, sometimes it's just a life path thing, right?
Right.
Like a lot of people don't want to get tied down.
That's for sure.
Very true.
And that's a whole nother show. Anyways. So, Tammy, I think we understand what realtors do, but maybe if you could kind of give us a breakdown of how important your role is in the home buying or home selling.
There's a lot involved behind the scenes that
Yeah,
people don't
that
understand.
people don't see. Yeah.
100%. I mean, you have your lawyers involved, you have your inspectors involved. There's so much involved from the get-go. You have your mortgage brokers, but you have a lawyer, they're 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, where we put out fires all day long.
Right.
Even in the evening, you have clients that are like stressing about something
Yep.
and not sure if they're going to be able to do this or have an inspection issue and don't know how to handle it.
Sure.
We're their source.
Yeah.
We're the people they come to help them through the most stressful time of people's lives.
Yeah.
So I feel like what we do is very important on the fact that holding their hand, helping them through the process.
Yeah.
And it's not just doing that. It's putting them in the right places, putting them with the right, if you have a problem with the furnace, if you have a problem with a mortgage, if you have a problem with, legal things, you have your attorneys, but we're the ones that they can call up and say, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
And there's so much involved with the paperwork. People don't know what documents are needed, what you have to have,
Yeah.
property condition disclosure, the lead paints, all the stuff that is involved in the
Yeah.
transactions of it, and knowing what's changed as far as documentation.
Absolutely.
The change last year with August, with the 17th, and now you have to have a buyer agent. You have to sign a buyer agency.
Okay.
People don't really understand that.
Sure.
Unless you're representing yourself, which I highly don't recommend.
Right.
But
I hear
I, as a mortgage broker, don't want them to. I mean, it's always
Yes.
better to have a realtor because the
Yeah.
realtor is the glue that keeps a lot of stuff together.
That's what I'm gathering
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Like
The glue.
Yeah.
Realtors are the glue.
And you're a connector too.
I mean, the
Like-
mortgage people are glues too, but
Yeah.
it starts with them.
Sure.
They're the ones out weekends and nights showing the people houses. They're
Right.
the ones that are running around doing all the work. I come in at the end.
Yeah. And the thing is that, I've had clients call me after the fact to say, hey, I'm thinking about, painting my house. What do you recommend?
Yeah.
When I do it, I don't feel like I'm just doing it transactional. It's not a transaction for me. It is a career, and I'm the realtor for life.
Oh.
I love that about this situation.
Yeah.
I always stay in contact with my clients. That's very important. I don't
love
care
that.
if you call me, 4 years later and say, hey, I'm going to paint my kitchen. Do you think that, blue is a good color?
Sure.
Or, things like that. So I think there's a lot involved that people don't understand.
Yeah.
And it's just having the connection with the people.
Yes.
And you have the attorneys where they're the legal aspect of it, but when I'm doing it with them, I know these people.
Yeah.
I know their personalities.
It's the more
I know they
human
have
side of it,
children,
yeah.
I know all about them.
Yep.
So we become comfortable and friends through
Yeah.
the transaction. I've met a lot of friends through my career in the real estate world.
That's so cool. And I'm very glad you put it that way because I think from an outside perspective, we may assume that realtors are transactional, right?
Yep.
Like get in, do the job, get your cut, get out, but you've brought a whole nother side to it. You're literally personally invested
100%.
in your client's
Yes,
happiness.
I mean, we can talk about a situation that we just went through.
Yeah.
And she come to my house and she was very upset about it, and because she knew things were going south on the deal, but she was so emotionally involved.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't control everything.
Right.
Sometimes we don't have that power. But
Absolutely.
we try to fix any problem if it's in our availability or capable of doing so.
Yeah.
That's, and we'll invest hours just trying to fix a problem.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. You have
All
to
the
have a
time.
passion for it.
Yes.
For sure.
You do. Yep.
So, Maureen, you got to tell me what a mortgage broker does, because again, not a homeowner. I could Google it, but I want to hear it from you. What do you all do?
So it's not just, oh, hey, I want to buy a house and here's your loan.
Yeah.
It's really me finding out what is going to be best for you financially.
Yeah.
What loan is going to be best for you financially, me finding the right rate for you, making sure that what your goal is financially, it's not just about the rate, it's also about the payment, right?
Yeah.
It's also about how much of the taxes. I make sure the house you're buying, the taxes I have are correct. I look them up. I make sure that in the end, what your goal was is what we achieved. Right?
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
it's not about just slamming you into this house and closing this deal. It's really about making sure that once you close that door to that front door of that house, that you're happy you did it and you're comfortable with the payment, you're comfortable with how I treated you and how we got you into the house. I still have clients that call me. I just had a conversation with a guy the other day. This is the third house he's buying in 15 years. We went back to when I first did his house. He goes, Maureen, I know there's probably other people out there, but I'm comfortable with you. You've always been the solid in this. And I always keep coming back to you because you're always so solid. I keep in touch with my clients.
Yeah.
Just like Tammy does. I mean,
Yeah.
I keep in touch with them. I have clients who've lived with me. I have clients who I've given furniture to. They come shopping in my basement right now all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to clients' weddings.
Oh.
I've married clients.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's just it's you just get involved because it is the biggest
It's
financial
hard
decision.
not to get emotionally involved.
It is the
When you're
biggest
dealing with
financial
the biggest
decision of their life.
Quite literally, yes.
Quite literally, it is the biggest financial decision, and I know it all. Just like a realtor, your mortgage person knows it all too. They know everything about them financially. It's all in front of me. They can't hide anything.
Sure.
And it's all about me kind of going through what that looks like and what's going to be best for them to be able. And what's best for them is not to buy right now, then it's not to buy right now.
She's told clients of mine, I don't think this is the time for you right now. Maybe you should wait another 6 months.
And that is respectable, truly, because again, it's not transactional for you ladies. You really want the best for your client, which is huge.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, in a day and age of the do-it-yourself mentality, right? I'll ask AI. I'll go, whatever. But what
the personal touch is gone.
Right, but what I'm hearing is you ladies are holding on to it. You're like, this is what we can offer. Yeah. No, but it's valuable because
I think it is. I think people are coming back to the personal touch. I think there is a place for AI. There really is ChatGPT. There's a place for it. But when it comes to the biggest financial decision of your life, biggest decision of your life to buy a house, I still don't think that transactional is the way to go. You can have the bigger banks that you can go online and do all that stuff with, but they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Number.
They want their cut.
They want their cut. That's what they want.
Right.
They want their cut.
Right.
And I don't think that's always the way to go.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, I agree.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Absolutely.
There's different types of mortgages. There's different types of agents now. There's different things that you can do, especially with the change as far as buyer agency and things. But having somebody to go to when you're falling apart, 'cause I've had that. She's had that.
Yep.
We are the ones that say, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
We will figure it out. Yes.
We're the counselor too.
Yeah. We are.
Oh, sure. No, I get that. That makes sense. 100%. You wear many hats in your role.
Oh,
yes.
It's a big decision. It's like, it's big boy pants, big girl pant time.
Absolutely.
Buying a house is definitely that.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it can be very daunting.
You can't call your landlord now and fix your toilet. You have to do it.
Yeah. Maureen, you're not helping me right now. But I totally get it. Yeah. And, it sounds like working with you ladies, it's a comfortable experience, right? You're taking your time. You're not rushing things. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, I walked in. I just did it yesterday. I walked into a house, showing a house, and I looked at her, and as soon as we walked through the door, I go, this isn't the one. She goes, right?
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yep, I know. You
so
learn
good,
them.
yeah, and the intuition and all of that plays a part. So that's amazing. Well, thank you, ladies, for sharing your stories about how you got into the business. It's pretty obvious why you're still here, which I love. Thank you. We do have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk a bit about the market.
Okay.
Because it's a hot topic these days. So yeah, and we'll be right back on I'm In with the ARCC.
Hi, my name is David Cohen. As a project engineer at StoreTech, I focus on upgrading and improving technology that businesses rely on to be efficient and eliminate boundaries to productivity. What's different about StoreTech is the dedication to their customers and down-to-earth approach to IT. Our only agenda is to make life easier for you and your employees and allow you to focus on what's important. It's a true pleasure to be a part of StoreTech. I leave work with a real sense of pride knowing I'm part of such a wonderful team of enthusiastic people with unmatched knowledge and experience. Call us today at 518-793-1111 and see how our team can elevate your business to the next level.
And now, back to I'm In with the ARCC. Here's your host, Amanda Blanton.
And we're back. Thanks again for tuning in to I'm In with the ARCC, sponsored by StoreTech. Your technology, our passion. And I'm here with Tammy Creeden and Maureen Ginter Grabowski. Again, thank you for sharing your stories. Love it. Can't wait to work with you ladies, because one day it'll be time. So let's talk a bit about the market. I think if you've been looking at homes, if you've been on the apps, scrolling, you're noticing some things not so great for buyers currently, but I understand things change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you ladies seeing?
I when you say not so great for buyers, I feel that markets, it's a tough market. Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel doing it and watching it, it's stabilizing.
Okay.
Okay, it is stabilizing. Rates are starting to come around. I feel that everybody's
down
trying
over
to
ever so slightly.
They're coming, and I think that as much as I hate this term, the new norm is really here.
Yeah.
Rates are never going to be, back to the 3 again or 4.5.
I don't think it'd be great for the industry. I don't think it'd be great for our country for the rates to be back down there.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't great for the market. It wasn't great for the industry. It wasn't great for the homeowner, quite
Not
honestly.
Sure.
Because now they're in a home that may not work for them, but now they can't afford to maybe buy the house that they do need and want, because they're still at this other rate, and they may have like higher interest rate credit cards they've now run up or whatever, and now they're kind of like in this like evil little circle. So I don't think it wasn't a great way to go at the time. They just took too long to raise the market. Mm-hmm. But I think you're right. The new norm with the rates, people are seeing it now.
They're coming to realization. This is it. When the market was insane and everybody was just buying crazily, people got really discouraged, and you didn't have a shot. And I don't think it's like that now. We're still seeing some multiple offers,
sure,
but not like it was.
Okay.
If I can say anything, I would say everybody just be diligent. The buyers, it's coming. It's gonna come.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a great year. I really truly do. I see it. I feel like sellers are coming to realization that they're not going to get the rates that they had on their mortgage 5-6 years ago.
Right.
So now they come to terms with it. So now they're saying, okay, I'm tired of sitting in this house that I don't really love,
right.
and I'm going to put it on the market, and they're going to sell.
Yep.
So I think that's what you're going to see coming around this year, is that people are coming to realization.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That seems fair. Yeah.
I agree with that. And they also realize that it's not that terrible. It's not like they're in their 8% range or anything like that. It is lower. And I think that what they're seeing is, you know what, we can get into a house that, I feel, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but back then when the rates were in that stupid range, people, oh my God, I got a house. That's great. I'm going to take it. Yeah, whether they liked it or they didn't.
Yeah.
I see.
Their offer was accepted. So, oh my God, we're going to take it.
Right.
And they were so, back in those days, I had clients and I remember having conversations with them like, do you really feel this is the one for you? Because it really wasn't, as far as, I had been working with them, and we had lost out on 4 or 5 transactions.
Yeah.
And finally they came in and they were settling.
Okay.
There's
a lot of settling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of settling.
And
That's
I
not
think
great.
that people aren't settling anymore as far as buyers. So
Sure.
that's why you're seeing things shift a little bit. The
Yeah.
buyers aren't just jumping on it. So
That
you're
makes
not,
sense.
having the multiple offers.
Right.
They're taking their time.
Yeah.
And now the sellers are going, okay, I'm ready to move forward. So everything's starting to come together, and I feel that it is starting to stabilize. I think you're going to see a change this year.
Okay,
than
that's good
we had
news.
in the last couple of years.
I think so too. Yeah.
Good.
I
From
definitely
what
think
I
so.
see and read, and it's going to be a good year in real estate.
We hope so.
And I'm so glad you brought up, the very low rates many years ago and how that wasn't a good thing, because we're taught that low interest rates on any type of loan are a good thing. We're not thinking about the ramifications of that on an industry.
That's why we're seeing what happened right now is
Right.
the ramification
Yeah,
what went on back then. And I'm not an economic, professor, and I don't pretend to be.
Right.
But I, at all. I just play one on TV.
Yeah.
When I stay at the Holiday Inn or something. I don't know. But, what it is the ramification of the whole industry, how they waited so long during COVID.
Yeah.
That
Change things.
they should have raised them during that period of time ever so slowly and not all at once just after, which then was that hard stop.
Yeah.
And everything stopped.
That was a horrific time.
It was a horrific.
Sure.
It was
Yeah.
horrific
on how they did it, and every economic person you talk to says the same thing.
Yep.
So I'm not speaking out of turn, but it was horrific for the time. So that's why what they're doing right now is when they lower interest rates, and I want to make this clear, when they lower interest rates, they lower the short term. So that has to do with your home equity line of credit. It has to do with your car loans. We hope that hits your credit cards. It's not. They're loving it right now.
Oh, yeah.
But it's your short term rates that actually affects.
Okay.
The mortgage interest rates will follow sometimes, and other times they actually increase at that time, then come back down.
Gotcha.
Or the market has already corrected for it when they know they're going to come down. So it's not an all-in, end-all, be-all that when they say they're going to lower the rates,
Yeah.
the mortgage
It's not
rates
across
come
the
down.
board. No.
It doesn't mean that mortgage rates come down. I love when people say they lower the rates 25,
No.
0.25.
Yeah.
No. It doesn't affect it. We go on mortgage-backed securities.
Yep.
So it doesn't necessarily lower that rate. It lowers the short-term rate.
Okay.
So that's the biggest myth
Sure.
in the industry.
And this is just another great example of why you should work with a mortgage broker and also a realtor to get all these facts straight. Because again,
We try to guide you in the right way, put you in the right direction, help you to understand the whole process of it all.
Absolutely.
It's not just walking in and buying a house.
Yeah.
There's a process.
Absolutely. And a much needed process.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of moving pieces.
Yes.
So, well, thank you for sharing your thoughts on the market. I'm happy to hear that you feel it's going in a positive direction.
I totally
and
feel it's going to be an amazing year. I think you're definitely going to see changing. It may not be immediate, but
Sure.
it is definitely coming.
Yeah,
I'm
that's good.
very positive. We talk about it all the time in my office, how this is going to be a great year. It really is.
That's great.
And I think we need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, definitely. So, last question before we wrap up. I'm always considering our listeners and them feeling inspired by any of my guests. And there could be someone listening right now that's like, I'd like to look into being a realtor or a mortgage broker or maybe something else in that industry. What kind of advice would you give them? Tammy, we'll start with you as a realtor.
Okay, well, if you're looking for some sort of change in your life and you're looking for flexibility, this is the career for you. You have children and your kids are going to school now, you've been taking care of them and stay-at-home mom, and now you want to do stuff. Well, you know what? You can still go to the kids' games, and you can still do that. You just have to have your phone on you. And
right.
If you're retired and you're looking to have flexibility and just, do something part-time, real estate gives you the flexibility to do what you want in your life.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what drew me there.
It's huge.
Yeah. And I love dealing with people. I love talking to people.
Yeah.
And I think that if that's what you like to do and love looking at homes, this is your career.
Awesome. It's great advice. Thank you, Tammy. And how about Maureen for you? Mortgage brokerage. What do you think? Someone wants to get into it. Who should get into it, I guess, is the question.
for somebody who should get into it, I think somebody who's a people person,
Yep.
they have a good network of people they can draw from. Because it's not just knowing the realtors, because you have to know realtors, but you can meet realtors. It's also in a good network of people, because everybody eventually needs a house or wants to buy a house, wants to refi. So you're not really limited. You know, if you know a good network of lawyers and CPAs and financial planners, then this could be for you. It is also nights and weekends. I'm always on call. I mean, vacation is really in quotes. It's quotes. It's not. It's if you want a 9-to-5 job, this is not career for you. This is it. This is not it. Not it. We always work, but if you enjoy the thrill, that's what it is. It's the thrill of the hunt. Really, it is the thrill.
It is totally.
Is a thrill.
That's fair.
And it is the thrill, and it is the thrill of getting somebody into home and enjoying when they call you and they go, "Oh my God, I just love my home," and I love that you helped me do this. That's the thrill. You know. I mean, if you like all of those things and you don't mind working, this is it.
This is it for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
you for being real.
It's limitless.
Yeah.
It is limited. That's the thing. There's no cap on what you can make with us.
Gotcha.
Right? When you work someplace else and you're on a 9-to-5 job, you're on a salary.
Yep.
There's a cap. There's no cap. This is commission.
Yeah. You're gonna work as hard as you want to work.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
You know.
So it's not for everybody, but you ladies came in, you were real with us and let us know. So I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you having us in here.
Yeah, absolutely. So last but not least, we got to know how to get in touch with you. We're looking to buy or sell
if you're
or
looking to
refi.
buy or sell, I'm here for you. I'd love to help you in the whole process of it. And if you want to get a hold of me, I'm Tammy Creeden. I work at Howard Hanna, and my number is 518-260-7513.
Thank you, Tammy and Maureen.
And I'm definitely willing to help you get pre-qualified before you talk to Tammy, because she's going to tell you to do that anyway.
Yep.
So it's Maureen Ginter Grabowski at Quintessential Mortgage, 518-376-8139. I always answer my phone, just like Tammy. We always answer our phone.
It's true. I've seen you at chamber events answering your phone. I'm like, listen, they are getting some good, important business done, so we're going to let them do it. But ladies, thank you so much again for sharing your stories and really just giving us the information we absolutely need when it comes to working with a realtor and a mortgage broker.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
You're so welcome.
appreciate it.
Yes, and that's all the time we have for today on I'm In with the ARCC. Be sure to tune in next week.